Welcome to our journey of understanding. Understanding the power we wield within us. Power not to alter the universe at our will, but to change how we respond to it. Imagine a storm unfurling its wrath upon the sea. The tempest is mighty, chaotic. It can't be controlled. It can't be stopped. Much like this storm, events around us often swirl in patterns beyond our control. But as Stoics, we know our ship isn't governed by the storm, but by how we steer it. When the wind blows in fury, we adjust our sails. When the sea roars, we remain steadfast at the helm. Stoicism is about understanding our power and limitations. Events will occur. They could be good, they could be bad. We don't control that. What we control is how we react to them. Picture yourself in the face of adversity. An unforeseen event has occurred. Perhaps a job loss, a disappointment, a personal loss. Such events are like the storm. They're outside your control. But how do you respond? With dread or acceptance? With despair or resilience? This is within your control. Your power lies not in preventing the storm, but in bracing yourself against it, learning from it, and moving forward. A stoic mind is a fortress. Winds may howl outside, waves may crash against the walls, but inside, there is calm. Inside, there is peace. To understand your power is to understand this. You control your actions, your words, your thoughts. When you truly grasp this, you'll find a sense of tranquility, a peace of mind. In the end, the world doesn't shape you. You shape your world through your responses, your choices, your actions. So, take a moment, reflect on this power. Embrace it, nurture it, and let it guide you through life's stormy seas. In this understanding, we find our strength, we find our resilience, and above all, we find our peace. For we may not command the storm, but we master the ship. That is our true power.
Marcus Aurelius said that the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Ancient Stoics were not academic philosophers. Ancient Stoics were more like therapists because they used ethical philosophy as a medicine to heal the mind. The goal is to live your life in a permanent state of peace and contentment. The Stoics saw the connection between your thinking patterns and your emotional states. Most people have adopted negative thinking patterns that lead to feelings of misery. This is why Stoic philosophy is so powerful. It targets the way you think, and as a result, it transforms not only your behavior, but also the way you experience life. And Stoicism is universal. That is, everybody from Roman emperors to slaves have used the system as medicine to improve their psychological health. So let's examine some Stoic interventions in greater depth. Stoics improve mental health when they accept fate and adapt their minds to whatever comes to pass. From the Stoic perspective, life is a voyage and your body is the ship. Your job as a rational human being is to captain the ship to the best of your ability. Even during a raging storm, a good captain adapts to the conditions of the ocean and doesn't waste time complaining about his fate. Similarly, Stoics navigate the changing conditions of life and don't waste their time yearning for different circumstances. In contrast, most people spend their entire lives living in delusion, believing they'd be happy if only conditions had been different. Like the captain of a ship who complains about the storm instead of taking the helm. Stoics also use the power of the conscious mind to improve their psychological health. The conscious mind is your ruling faculty. It can issue commands that your body obeys. Stoics use the rational mind to weigh up the good and bad in each situation, choosing the best action in each passing moment. As a result, Stoics reject the pursuit of pleasure. The Stoic conclusion is that happiness must either be a permanent state that you cannot lose, or else it's not real happiness but a passing delusion. But pleasure, more than anything, subsides quickly and depends on forces outside your control. Plus, people chase pleasure but never find it fulfilling. Like addicts looking for the next hit of dopamine, they crave more pleasure in even bigger quantities. From a rational point of view, it makes sense to reject hedonism and instead aim at virtue as your target. When the Stoic virtues become deeply entrenched habits, they lead to a state of tranquility that not even war, illness, or tragedy can take away from you. Finally, Stoics improve their psychological health when they contemplate how minuscule and short-lived they are. In the ancient world, many Stoics would immerse themselves in the natural sciences of their day. The study of nature was a spiritual practice for them, as contemplating the vast universe lifts you out of your egoism and shows you something much larger than yourself.